Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the individual award ceremony of Asiabasket Dasmariñas 2023. And presenting your host, Miss Amira Almamari.
Good evening to all Asiabasket fans watching here and from all over the world on our Facebook and YouTube channels, as well as on Solar Sports, Tap Sports, Bola.tv, and Blast TV. I am Amira Almamari, and in just a few moments, we will officially be handing out the hardware for the top individual performers in the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. Now, Asiabasket has evolved from its humble beginnings as PhilBasket when it held its first tournament in a bubble format at Subic Bay and was followed by the 2022 PhilBasket Summer Championship, which also had a guest team from abroad. Not long after, PhilBasket went overseas as well and staged its modestly successful PhilBasket International Championship last year in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This year, PhilBasket became Asiabasket and once again staged a well-received tournament in Kuala Lumpur last April before finally bringing the competition back here in the Philippines a few months ago with the Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship, and finally to cap off the year here in this beautiful venue of Dasmariñas Arena. And while it all ends today with the crowning of a new champion later on, it is actually only the beginning of the talented crop of young cagers who will be feted today as among the elite in the Asiabasket. Joining me in the warding in these intrepid young men is the young visionary whose vision continues to change the landscape of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of Asiabasket, the Dynamite himself, Mr. Jai Reyes. He's to be joined by the COO of CORSA Tires, Mr. Andrew Lim. Welcome, Jairus and Andrew Lim, and now we will recognize the members of the All Asiabasket Tournament second team, who are all from the teams who did not advance to the Final Four and hence will be acknowledged herein. First, representing the Makati Circus Music Festival, J.R. Carot. Up next from CORSA Tires, we have Jmar Gimpayan. Another winner from the Makati Circus Music Festival squad, we have Jan Formento. From CORSA Tires, none other than Gerald Anderson. And finally, representing the home team, the Dasmariñas Monarch, we have Frankie Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the All Asiabasket Tournament second team. And now we will meet the members of the All Asiabasket Tournament first team. Now, the first member has always had that killer touch from the perimeter, even during his college days at the Philippine Merchant Marine School. Here in Dasmariñas, he averaged 17.7 points per game while leading Shawarma Shack to their first Asiabasket playoffs appearance. Everyone give it up for Domark Matiliano. Next up, despite being a first-time visitor to the Philippines, it did not hamper this 6'7" Antelope Valley product from dominating on the court with averages of 16.4 points per game and 7.6 rebounds per game. From Statham Academy, Jonathan Guzman. From Lagos to Dasmariñas, this 6'9" former San Beda Red Lion center has asserted himself in his Asiabasket debut with norms of 18.8 points per game and 12 rebounds per game in helping the Miss or Mustangs to the Final Four. The third member of the Asiabasket All-Tournament first team is Eugene Toba. Up next is the only two-time first-team awardee here who first got the nod during the Asiabasket Las Piñas Championship when he was still with CORSA Tires. Now playing for his alma mater, he averaged 17.8 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and 4.3 assists per game in leading the Benilde Blazers to their championship game. Give it up for Tony Inat! And finally, this 6'6" juggernaut who holds the tournament scoring record of 40 points in his very first game. He has been the most consistent player in the competition, norming 27 points per game, 13.5 rebounds per game, and 5.7 assists per game. Today, his team fights for the championship title, but for now, he's the 5th member of the first team from Statham Academy. It's Taylor Statham. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your All Asiabasket Tournament first team. Congratulations to all our individual awardees. And now we stand by for the championship game between the Benilde Blazers and Statham Academy. My name is Amira Almamari, and this is the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship.
Good evening, everybody. You are watching the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Championship live inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite. And we are finally here for all the marbles. This is the championship, the finals. It's going to be between the team from Taft, the College of St. Benilde Blazers, up against a team from the US, Statham Academy. And once again, I am Nico Rocha, along with my partner here, Coach F. Francisco, along with our courtside reporter, later Enros Fernandez. But this is the game at hand that you see on your screens right now. Battle between two juggernauts right now.
Yes, before we start, I'd like to commend these two teams. Getting here is no small feat. 8 playing days, 7 games in order to get to this championship game. That's a very difficult feat to pull off.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. And let's start off here with Benilde, the journey for each team. No? For Benilde on the left side and the Statham on the right. Benilde, they had a heck of... I mean, they were undefeated, but it was still difficult nonetheless.
Yeah, both these teams had different paths to get to topping their respective groups. Benilde, on one hand, was dominant all throughout, but they were challenged in the semis by Miss Mustangs. No? They had to overcome a 16-point third-quarter deficit. No? Pero once they overcame that, they never looked back and due to claiming the victory.
Well, on the side of Statham, they were behind by 3 at the end of the first quarter last time, and they actually used a fourth-quarter run to move to the finals.
Again, en route to this final game, in the group stages, Statham was dominant in their first few games. They suffered a bit of a hiccup in their loss to the Aguilas, but they recovered in time. Towards the end of the eliminations, you can see Statham kind of cruised a bit. They knew it was still going to be a long tournament, so they kind of rested a little bit. They cruised, and now they've regained their form and they've made it to the finals.
Check here once again to the Benilde Blazers. They were undefeated. They beat the Mr. Mustangs last time, and so nothing short of dominance from them in every game that they participated.
Based on these stats, you can see they were younger, bigger, stronger, more cohesive. They were faster. That's what those stats showed us, no? That was for the Benilde Blazers.
Yeah, definitely. In the Benilde Blazers, their recruits are rounding into form as they get ready for NCAA Season 100. And we were able to see in every game that there are a lot of shining stars right now for them. And one of them is 18 for 18 for Eman.
Yes, Eman Ojula. He scored 18 points on 8 of 14 field goals against Misamis Oriental. And together with that, he also colored 18 rebounds and plus 1 steal and 2 blocks.
Aside from Eman, we have the Cometa Comet.
Si Gab Coneta, no? Medyo overshadowed siya by his more illustrious San Beda transferees, no? Pero in that game against Misamis Oriental, he's shown the brightest, scoring 17 points on 6 of 8 field goals and 3 out of 4 3-point field goals. Most of them in the third quarter, to go along with 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. He also had a plus 29 plus minus in that game, which led the team.
Hey Coach, alam mo naman yung plus-minus, that is usually a cherry on top. But it really just goes to show na kahit saan mo ata siyang lagay na lineup, he was giving a positive performance no matter who are the other 4 that he's with on the floor.
Yeah, that bodes well for the team moving into the going into next season of the NCAA.
Definitely, and kung ganito pa lang na they're really being tested already, you will see, there you go, see Cometa right there getting ready for this matchup right now. They're gonna be up against, in a way, like on paper, match sila with Statham Academy.
Ito, Statham, nabanggit natin kanina with their path going to the finals. So they started out with 2 straight wins, and then that loss to the Pilipinas Aguilas was kind of a small hiccup lang. And here we saw that we see their stats against Shawarma Shack in the semifinals. No, rebounds 41. They out-rebounded the Shawarma Shack team. Together with their 32 assists, you can see they were the more cohesive unit. No, plus their second chance showed their hustle throughout the game.
This is DeVita lining it up. Travis DeVita right there, one of the key guys that we should watch out for Statham Academy.
Definitely, no, if he can get Travis DeVita's outside shot going, hindi lang siya, along with bench park Austin Galupo, St. Benilde is going to have a tough time in this match.
No, I was reading about Travis DeVita right there. You see, he's a point guard with incredibly high shooting efficiency kind of player. So that's really hard to stop.
Plus, he's a steadying influence on the team. No? One of the vets of the team. He's 30-plus years old. Last game against Shawarma Shack, he scored 17 points on 5 of 8 3-point shots, along with 4 rebounds and 6 assists. We also mentioned Galupo earlier, Austin Galupo. Against Shawarma Shack, he scored 14 points. Medyo yung shooting percentage niya was subpar, only hitting 3 out of 12, no? To go along with 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. So yung shot selection ni Galupo needs to improve in this game for them to have a better chance.
And actually, itong Statham Academy, some of them are actually head coaches in the academy. They teach a lot of young players as well. We'll get to more know about them later. Let me turn you over first to our courtside reporter, Ross Fernandez, to interview the both head coaches.
I'm joined today by the head coach of the Benilde Blazer, Coach Raiko Toroman. Coach, with your years and years of coaching experience, how was it like handling yesterday's run where the team tailed in the first half but managed to get back on the second half?
Well, it was a very tough game for us. We start very soft and slow, like we are sleeping. Second quarter, we start to play, and second half was great, offensively and defensively. And I think that we show second half a great basketball. And at the end of the day, we play against experienced team, more experienced than us. And every win against this team is a benefit for these guys.
Now, in the past 10 days, how ready is this Team B roster for the NCAA?
You know, we are preparing some guys for the next year. You know, that we have a lot of talent. That's everybody can see that. But they have to learn how to play like a team and put their talent in a team spirit and make some tactical things. And I think that Benilde have a great future.
Thank you very much, Coach Raiko Toroman of the Benilde Blazers. Now I'm joined by the head coach of the Statham Academy, Phil Roman. Phil, Statham was the first team to secure a championship spot in tonight's game. Now, what has been the past 24 hours like for the team?
Yeah, so the past 24 hours, these guys are just super locked in, super focused. We first off started watching film at 10 a.m. and then we got shots up. I mean, we have great leaders on the team: Taylor, Funge, Travis, to help guide the young guys, not just myself. So it's been very, very helpful.
That's good to hear. Now, in the past 10 days, how has it been like coaching this great team?
It's been an amazing experience. There's a lot of great personalities on this team. These guys fight hard. It's just been a privilege to coach these guys. Yeah.
Now we're looking forward to this very well-anticipated game. Now back to the panel.
Once again, this is going to be a battle between two titans. The CSB Blazers up against the Statham Academy. Coach F, I'm excited to cover this game, and we know it's going to be an incredible battle between the two. See you guys in a bit.
Asiabasket fans, make some noise for your finals! And now let's beat the lineup for both teams. First, for Benilde Blazers. Number 0, Matthew Ole. Number 2, Ike Lee. Number 6, Aman Ojuwala. Number 7, Ian Torres. Number 17, Jamel Ancheta. Number 20, Justin Santiez. Number 24, Angelo Vanguardia. Number 30, Kobe Ordonio. Number 33, Edson Serrano. Number 34, Allen Liwag. Number 39, Tony Inert. Number 42, Irene Gallas. Number 72, Gab Cometa. And number 77, Anton Eusebio. And now, your Statham Academy. Number 0, Isaac Etter. Number 1, Isaac Davis. Number 7, Jonathan Guzman. Number 8, Travis Divita. Number 9, Devin Funches. Number 15, Luke Penazola. Number 11, Kevin Daston. Number 22, Ethan Zhang. Number 24, Joshua Webb. Number 32, Taylor Statham. And number 33, Austin Galupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems of our competing nations in this championship game. First, the national anthem of the United States of America. Julius Caboboy.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw. May bilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. May kisap ng watawat mong tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw ng siya'y lang pag may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwal, hatid pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please be seated. Our officials of the ball game, crew chief Anthony Roque, umpire 1 Harry Santos, umpire 2 Dennis Escalos, technical director Salvador Cortez Jr.
All right, now that we're done with the national anthem, and that we can now proceed with our game here in a bit between the College of St. Benilde Blazers up against Statham Academy. And going back to their journeys once more, no? I mean, Benilde, Coach F, was undefeated throughout their journey leading up to the finals right now.
Yes, they only received resistance against Misamis Oriental, no? But they overcame it.
So we'll be back for more. Hope you guys stay tuned. Once again, everybody, good evening. We welcome you to the championship game between Statham Academy up against College of St. Benilde Blazers. Our official partner here is CORSA Tires for the 2023 Asia Basketball Championship in Dasmariñas. And you could always watch the full replays of the games, even live on YouTube, on Facebook, Tap Sports, and of course on Blast TV app. So for those who want to check out all the games that happened here inside the Dasmariñas Arena, every full replay is on Facebook, on YouTube, and YouTube rather. Once again, this is Nico Rocha along with my partner, Coach F. Francisco, and we are, and our courtside reporter is Andros Fernandez. And now let's meet the starters for the starting lineups of both teams.
At center, number 6, Eman Ojuwala. At point guard, number 7, Ian Torres. At small forward, number 20, Justine Sanchez. At shooting guard, number 39, Tony Inert. And at power forward, number 77, Anton Eusebio. The head coach of Benilde Blazers is Coach Raiko Toroman. And now the starting unit of your Statham Academy. At point guard, number 1, Isaac Davis. At power forward, number 7, Jonathan Guzman. At shooting guard, number 8, Travis DeVita. At the other forward, number 9, Devin Funches. And at small forward, number 32, Taylor Statham. The head coach of Statham Academy is Coach Phil Roman.
Now that the starting five for both teams have been announced, we just know that this is long been waited for, right? Coach F, we know that these two squads are two of the most formidable right now in Asia Basket.
Yeah, they're actually the two most favored teams coming into this tournament to make it to the finals.
The step off of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Dominate the streets. And the first possession goes to CSB. Blazers coach is undefeated on their way here. For those who didn't catch that one, well, Statham only lost one game, and that's against the Pilipinas Aguilas in what was deemed like, for me, the upset of the tournament, if you ask me.
Yes, definitely. No. Pero they regained their balance. As we see here, Eman Ojula starting off the hostilities with an inside stab for St. Benilde.
It was a great recognition by Sanchez right there, that Ojula. No one was right there to contest it properly, hence the end one bucket. Eman Ojula played for FEU before in the UAAP. I think back in season 84. Before actually during the pandemic pa yun, 84.
Yeah, and before that, he also suited up for Naga College Foundation.
So you can say that Ojula is well-traveled and really used to the Philippine style of basketball for sure.
Great box out there by Tony Inot against Travis DeVita.
Speaking of Tony Inot, a former San Beda Red Lion, we know what he can do. He was first known for his defense, but Coach F, he has grown so much.
Yes, definitely, he has grown by leaps and bounds. No?
Definitely.
Also exhibiting a great outside shot.
And you can see there the rotation, the off-ball movement for Benilde. This is a Coach Raiko Toroman led team for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of San Beda, a great backdoor cut there by Justin Sanchez, netting that goaltending violation. So Benilde up 5-0 now against Statham.
And if you're the Blazers, this is the kind of start you want. They were down last time against the Mustangs. And if you're up against Statham Academy, you can't be down by as much as 16 just like last game.
Yes, definitely. With a young team, you always want to start like a house on fire, just so you can get your confidence going.
There's a short mid-range jumper by Jonathan Guzman, averaging 16.4 points, 7.6 rebounds in 25 minutes of action. Guzman, 6'8" player, and has a sweet shooting touch around the basket and also, of course, in the mid-range. Ojula getting some space, but he got blocked there from behind. Tony gets the ball, but they don't recognize that the 24-second shot clock has sounded.
Great defense there by Statham, no? foiling the inside foray by Ojula.
Coach Raiko. I think si Coach Raiko was the one that beat Gilas last time when he was the one coaching Indonesia, from what I remember.
He was a consultant for that
He
team.
was a consultant for the Indonesian national team. Taylor. No good right there, and Taylor Statham actually represented the Philippines back in his 3x3 days back in 2019.
Yes.
He was the #1 player in Asia back then.
Yes.
The drive by Guzman, no good. Rebounded by Torres. There you go, Torres. Kicks it to Sanchez. Guarded by Statham with Devita now on him. Sanchez finding Ojula. Double team right now, and Taylor, I think, has been called for a foul.
The Blazers consistent in trying to locate that mismatch opportunity with Ojula and Devin Funches. No? That's 3 straight plays down. They've been able to locate him.
Torres, coming from ICC, transferred to CSB during the offseason. He should be eligible for season 100. Antonio Sebio. Shot from downtown, no good, but Ojula was right there. It lands in the hands of Sanchez, also no good. Torres trying to throw the ball away. The foot may stay the player, but I think it goes back to the white shirts.
Yeah, heads up play there by Ian Torres.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by Fiber Blaze. Nothing beats Moco. See there, a mid-range jumper by Jonathan Guzman.
Early substitution here for Statham, adding more outside shooting.
Chess match for sure, coach.
Yeah, with the entry of Austin Galupo, matched up with Justin Sanchez.
Tony drives to the right side using his offhand. Tony Enoch gives the Blazers a 5-point lead.
Great athletic move there by Tony Enoch with that swooping right-handed shot.
Definitely. So going to be a tough matchup for Eusebio guarding Taylor Statham, arguably the best player right now in terms of statistics here in the Asiabasket.
Tony Enoch jumping over Travis Devita in that play.
Eusebio all day to shoot corner three is short. Almost a rebound there by Torres. And what I love about Torres, Coach F, he's one of those rare rebounding guards that we have here in the collegiate scene.
Yes, a very spunky guard, no? Always in the thick of the action.
And for sure, gustong-gusto yan ni Coach Raiko. It's guards who are just, they're beyond the scoring points, assisting to your teammates as well. Rare yung mga ganyan, mga ala Scottie Thompson.
And speaking of being in the thick of the action there, Ian Torres got in the way of Taylor Statham committing that foul.
This drive of the game is brought to you by Jabber Modicom. Make rides more fun. And if Tony Enoch is more involved in this game, it's definitely going to be a fun game definitely for the Blazers.
It's going to be a bonus for CSB.
For sure. Antonio Sebio with a drive! And Antonio Sebio, that's a freight train right there.
Yes, Antonio Eusebio aggressive in getting his points in this ball game.
Although, unfortunately, it's called for traveling.
Yes,
Si Galupo. Antonio Sebio coming from the UP Diliman stable. And for sure, Benilde will be definitely used. He's going to be a key player for them. That's the Jabber Motorcom drive of the game. Antonio Sebio, a all-around forward for the Blazers. See there, Ian Torres from the post.
That's a very difficult fadeaway shot. Executed there by Ian Torres for CSB.
Timeout by Statham Academy after a 9-point lead by the Blazers. We are inviting everyone to our concert on November 12th, which is tomorrow, Sunday. Dasmariñas Arena with Nobita, Mayonnaise, and Al James. And for sure, tickets are still available from Ticket Melon via link or QR code. And you can do a walk-in if you choose to buy it in the venue itself. Let's take a look here. It's the Move the Game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. This time by Ian Torres. We'll get to see more of those later on.
Ian Torres executing that extremely difficult fadeaway shot over the outstretched arms of the Statham defender.
And you can bet, Coach F, that Coach Charles is can't wait to have these players for season 100.
Oh, definitely. No? It's a very exciting future for CSB basketball.
Definitely. A complete 180 from what we have seen from the program in past years, no?
Austin Galupo trying to execute a fadeaway of his own.
There, Ian Torres from downtown.
Hot start para kay Ian Torres in this ball game for CSB.
And this is the place where they want to be. Big lead. Hoping to continue on that. Ojula with the rejection.
What an emphatic rejection by Eman Ojula on Ethan Chong.
And that's a clean block. Tony Enos, spin move! 16 points now for Benilde.
And converting defense into offense is CSB Blazers in that play.
And right now, Statham looks like a deer in headlights, not knowing what hit them. Taylor Statham with Sanchez on him, using his moves.
Empty corner pick and roll.
There you go.
Yeah, gets Ethan Chong wide open. Good play there by Statham.
Ethan Chong, the best three-point shooter right now in Asiabasket with an average of 58% from three. That's a really high clip, Coach F.
That's one of the advantages of an empty corner pick and roll play. No, there's no help defense coming from the ball side. Sorry, from the weak side rather.
Let's take a look here at the defensive play of the game, brought to you by Decathlon, courtesy of Eman Ojula. Decathlon, Coach, alam mo, yun yung favorite place ko to get my sporting goods.
Definitely, no. Ako rin, when I was still playing Ultimate Frisbee, and ang go-to place namin whenever we go to Shanghai or Singapore.
Ako sa naman sa Chendecitos sa yung Decathlon to.
wala pang Decathlon dito, no.
Antonio Sebio right there. I think he got blocked from the side. A great stop by Statham Academy. Even numbers. Here's with Statham getting blocked by Eusebio. It looked like Statham was able to push off Eusebio, but Eusebio was able to stay balanced and block that shot of Taylor.
Here you can see, no, the athleticism, the height of CSB Blazers posing a big problem for Statham. They're not used to teams being able to match them height-wise.
Height-wise and also build-wise.
Yes, oh.
Then once again, Chong! You don't leave him wide open.
This guy's the X-factor right here for Statham Academy. If he can get hot, that's a good chance for Statham Academy to get back into this game.
You should never count out Statham Academy whenever they have those guys on the floor. Torres has the basketball once more. Another one from deep. It's off to the right. Rebounded by Chong. But Sanchez was right there to disrupt the ball. It's with Galupo right now with an aggressive drive and an N1!
What a beautiful bounce pass there by Taylor Statham to the streaking Austin Galupo for the hoop and the harm for Statham.
Grabe si Austin Galupo. It looked like he was gliding in the air for a good 5 seconds right there. I don't remember where he jumped off, and look at that. The move of the game brought to you by CORSA motorcycle tires. Dominate the streets. Right now, you can see the Statham Academy is humming.
Galupo with his hair floating in the air, flowing in the air.
This is definitely flowing in the air.
And his arms flailing, able to make that basket.
So it's really hard to guard players like him, rangy wings, really quick as well. And let's see how he disrupts Ian Torres here. Tony Enon off the screen. Another three from downtown for the Blazers.
This is bad news for Statham Academy. Tony Enon getting hot in the early goings.
A few years ago, you wouldn't think that Tony Enon would have that in his bag. But see right there, a quick counter by Eder.
It's a great drive by Isaac Eder.
Sanchez with Statham on him, unable to put up a shot. Alan Liwag checking in for the Blazers. Former AAC general as well, joining the Blazers for season 100. One of the top recruits for CSB, because we got a foul there on Statham Academy.
You can see here Justin Sanchez's speed and athleticism posing a big problem for Taylor Statham.
This three-point shot of the game by Tony Enos, brought to you by CORSA motorcycle tires. And again, Coach F, a few years ago, you wouldn't think that Tony Ino would be a catch-and-shoot player or from off the dribble. He couldn't do that before. But now he can hit that with consistency.
Adapt or die, Nico.
Adapt or die. You should put it on a shirt. We got a foul here on the Blazers. 2 team fouls for them, 4 for Statham Academy. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter.
Bench depth of CSB on full display here as Alan Diwag back into the ball game along with Matthew Oli.
It's Devin Funches right now. Airball 3 though, but Devin Funches, a former NFL wide receiver, a tight end for the Detroit Lions, and it just shows the multi-sport athletes. And take a look here once again, the defensive play of the game. Brought to you by Decathlon. It's Antonio Sabia showing us that he's not just an offensive player, he can also show his impact on the other end of the floor. This is
Jomel Ancheta.
Yeah, Jomel Ancheta.
Transferee from CEU.
We used to watch him in UCBL as well. Some great recruits, definitely. A great point guard. Sanchez with a flyby. No good. Look at Tony Enoch battling amongst the trees. Everything but the shot, though. Let's see what Statham does here. Ethan Chung. There's 2 white shirts on him, coach. Almost there by either. Ancheta finding Oli for the drive, but he gets fouled. 2 shots.
That was a great outlet pass by Ancheta to the shrieking Matthew Oli.
See there, Matthew Oli.
That had to be right on the money.
Yeah, konti na lang, just a bit more rotation on the basketball before it goes in.
A few inches to the left or right would have been intercepted.
Oli makes the first free throw. Benilde up by 8 right now with 1 minute and 40 remaining here in the first quarter.
He's also one of the recruits of CSB from San Joaquin Delta College.
Yeah.
Matthew Oli, tough kid. Saw his previous games.
Yeah, and no-nonsense type of players. Even though he gets hit, same face.
Not afraid to get into a few skirmishes with the opposing teams.
Yeah, he just knows it's physicality. He doesn't let it get to his head. Just play basketball. I mean, that's part of the game, definitely. Physicality. Ether driving.
Great defense. But better offense.
Yeah, for sure. Ancheta did all he could.
Yeah, that was great defense by Ancheta.
Jomel gives it to Allen. Liwag setting the screen. Matthew Oli flaring from the left side. Sanchez attacking the defense of Funches, and he was right there. And a foul on Devin.
See, I'm telling you, the athleticism of Justin Sanchez providing a lot of problems for Statham Academy, no?
Yeah, definitely. And in a way, parang, it's a bit low-key with his athleticism for Justin Sanchez. But that's a 6'6" guy. That's a modern wing, definitely.
Yeah, that can handle the ball, can hit from outside, it's aggressive.
And you would think, Coach F, that before, back in the day, remember there were 6'6" players in the Philippines. Used to be a post-up type of guys, but now we have fully adapted, and hopefully we will be able to build upon our training and everything.
Yeah, we have 6'6" guys playing like they're 6 feet.
Which is good. Which is
a good thing for Philippine basketball. No?
Sanchez making the first. He represented the Philippines in the Southeast Asian Games. 3x3.
Getting a much-needed break, and Kobe Ordonio also in the ball game for St. Benilde. The son of former PBA player, John Ordonio.
Back in the late 90s.
Naming his kid Kobe was a no-brainer for John Ordonio. Really looked like Kobe Bryant when he was younger.
Oh, really? Well, actually, it's just the perfect name considering Kobe was drafted in 1996. Ether. Devita.
Travis, he had to get going in this game. He's been shadowed.
Whoa! There's 2 tough buckets for Ether.
Coming into this game, I had questions about the health of Isaac Ether because he was injured 2 games ago.
Look at Alan Liwag right there. Also a modern big right now for CSB. Can operate from 3, can drive to the rim. Taylor faking out his defender. He drives to the right. Great defense.
You can see Taylor having a difficult time getting to the rim with the speed and athleticism of the Benilde bigs.
Oh, for sure. Ujula and Liwag are no slouches on the defensive end. Ancheta with 3 seconds to go. Liwag is called for traveling, unfortunately.
That was a good call by the referees. But what a luxury to be able to bring a player in the caliber of Alan Liwag off the bench for St. Benilde. That just goes to show their depth.
That's really rare to say. Alan Liwag off the bench. And that last second shot is no good by Taylor. He's been really bothered here in the first quarter, and that's why Benilde is up 25-16. This is the spot they want to be as we head to the second quarter. Let's take a look here. 25-16. See you guys for more.
You're watching the CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. With me is the man behind the Asiabasket, Commissioner Jai Reyes. Jai, this is the 6th tournament under the Asiabasket Phil Basket name. What is the bigger purpose behind providing these platforms for basketball players to perform?
Well, we always welcome a league or a platform, like you said, for our players to improve against not only ourselves here in the Philippines, but also get to play against international competition. And we just want to use the game of basketball to teach us about the more important game of life.
Now we have live audiences here in the same time, people watching over the stream, and we even have a concert tomorrow. Pretty sure you have a gazillion of people you want to thank for. Jai, the floor is yours.
Yeah, gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa lahat ng taga-Dasma talaga sa magandang welcome nila. Yung team nila, kita natin punong-puno talaga pag naglalaro. To Kong PD Barzaga and Mayora Jenny Austria, maraming salamat for hosting us here. So thank you very much and enjoy the game.
We can't wait for more of these tournaments to come. Now back to the panel.
Well, thank you so much for that, Ann Ross, and of course, Jai, at least giving us a glimpse of what to expect for Asiabasket in the coming months and years. First quarter. What a way to open up the second with Kobe Ordonio from Steph Curry range. Benilde now up by 12 here. And Coach F, I just want to ask, what did you observe in the first quarter between this matchup between Benilde and Statham?
Well, first and foremost, yung athleticism of the CSB player, especially the bigs, posing a big problem for the front line of Statham Academy, no?
And we can see there a while ago that Devin Funches usually gets his way around the basket, but not this time against the Blazers. Able to match up with them. 2 straight three-pointers, this time from the left corner. Kobe Ordonio once again.
Plus, the Blazers are shooting very well from three-point country, no?
Definitely, that is their 3rd three-pointer in 9 attempts. Look at this kind of defense. Great man-to-man action. A switch right now.
A smothering defense being exhibited by St. Benilde.
Look at Ujula coming out from the weak side. Here comes Alan Liwag. Liwag attacking the defense of Divita. Although that's a bit too strong, but Ujula was right there. Another and one bucket for Eman Ujula.
Ujula bullying his way to that 2-point conversion against the hapless defense of Statham Academy.
A lot of times you see Ujula just coming out of nowhere and getting the misses off his teammates. But once again, here, the 3-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Kobe Ordonio starting off hot, white hot here at the start of the final, second quarter rather.
Yeah, 2 straight 3-point shots for Kobe Ordonio. And this game's beginning to look like a clinic for College of St. Benilde.
So far, Coach, but you know, never get complacent here. You know how many leads have disappeared in the Asiabasket. Considering that these are professionals as well, they know they know how to stay composed throughout the entire time. Actually, in our previous game a while ago, right? Remember, like there was a 10, 12-point lead, it just disappeared.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what happens here. The two heavyweights, this is the finals. CSB and Statham Academy. Taylor Statham still has no points to his name here. Kobe Ordonio from 0 to 100. 8 straight points for Kobe Ordonio. Funches bringing down the basketball, gives it back to Taylor Statham. And Statham gets a foul called on Alan Liwag.
Finally, Taylor Statham is able to get a foul call from the referees. He's been frustrated the whole evening.
Yeah, for sure, and Taylor, I mean, they're trying to see what kind of physicality are the refs allowing them for this game, right?
Well, the game's very physical.
For sure, we see it. It's a matter of how can you play with this kind of physicality. Will it enter your head, right?
But then, like I said earlier, Statham Academy not really used to getting bullied like this by their opponents. They're usually the bigger ones.
And it also doesn't help Coach F that Taylor is not making his shots. May it be from drives or from downtown.
They're not just giving him an inch. As you see, Matthew Oli.
Battle in the boards between Funches and Ojula. Davis gives it back to Taylor, to Ether. Ether from the mid-range. His first miss of this game, rebounded by Ordonio.
Kobe Ordonio skying for that rebound.
So the bounce pass by Ordonio, he recognized that it wasn't a good decision at the moment. We got a substitution here for the Blazers, number 72, Gab Cometa. That is Chris Rosales of the NLEX Road Warriors. I watched them yesterday in Araneta.
Gab Cometa played a huge game yesterday in for the Blazers.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, it was a great fake right there. Everything but the shot, Coach F.
You have to make the shot.
Ordonio, and getting crafty with it. We didn't know if he was gonna pass or take a shot. Same feelings for Statham. Benilde with the biggest lead in this game, up by 22 against Statham Academy. Watching the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship live inside the Dasmariñas Arena. This is Nico Rocha along with my partner, Coach F. Francisco. Our courtside reporter, Enros Fernandez, bringing this game live on Facebook and on YouTube. So for Coach F, Benilde up on top by 22, 38 to 16. They really blitzed Statham Academy here.
Yeah, despite the score, it's still a very exciting game.
Yeah, for sure. Because we know what kind of talent the Statham has. But see there, another stop by Liwag bothering Taylor. Liwag. There you go. I think that I think they called a foul there on Devin Funches.
The speed of the Blazers proving to be too much for Statham Academy in this game. Well, at least in the early goings of this game.
Coach, I want to ask, if you're up against a team like Benilde, what is usually, like, with their style of play, what would you do to at least stop them?
Well, first you have to execute better. You have to execute early and better your offensive plays. Then on defense, you have to match their intensity. We're seeing Statham's having a problem matching CSB's defensive intensity. They're all looking at each other, looking for answers from each other. They all have to make their own effort in order to up their intensity.
You see there, this time it's Gab Cometa stealing the ball off the other end of slam and jammer for Alan Liwag. deflects on him. Allen. You see there, Liwag was so hyped after that dunk. Who wouldn't be?
Sometimes you just have to let the action speak for itself.
The dunk of the game is brought to you by Banh Mi Kitchen. Slam by Alan Liwag. If you can't get hyped after that one, I don't know what will. Liwag makes a three-point play.
Imagine how good CSB is going to be next year.
I can't imagine. It's going to be nightmares for all the other NCAA teams, Coach. Wraparound pass by Statham. It's with Ethan Chung right now, overshooting that basketball. Liwag, although that's a bit of a reckless pass.
That was too much. That was a bad pass.
Austin Galupo this time from downtown. Still no good. Fast pace here, but you can see Gabriel Cometa telling his boys to calm down and let's set up a play here. Galupo with a physical defense. That's the kind of defense you want to see, right?
Yes, definitely. That's what I want to say. That's the kind of intensity you want to see from your players if you're behind.
So far, Austin Galupo is showing Statham how it's supposed to be for every possession till the final buzzer. That's how it's supposed to be. Considering that the style of basketball here in the Philippines is like that, Coach. I mean, it's physicality. Kobe Ordonio gives it to Matthew Oli from downtown. Oh, nylon!
Everybody from CSB is hitting from outside.
You see there, of course, Boss Frank Lau, the benefactor of the Benilde Blazers. And Boss Frank, I'm sure, is enjoying what he's seeing right now.
And Frank Lau, very instrumental in the influx of new recruits for CSB.
With Boss Frank Lau, I would say they're a new entrant here in supporting Philippine basketball, but his entrance here is well needed for sure.
Yes, it's injected new energy into the community, into
exactly.
the CSB community.
For sure. Gab Cometa this time from downtown. It's contagious, everybody.
It's coming from everywhere. It's raining here inside the Dasmariñas Arena. It's raining green.
It's raining green. Everybody's hitting their greens, you know, in 2K. When you make that shot, it's perfect. This is a 32-point lead for the Blazers. A three-point shot of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. This time by Matthew Oli. It's one of the many three-pointers that Benilde shot and made here in the first half. And we still have 5 minutes and 22 remaining here.
Unfortunate there for Taylor Statham. Finally got another call, but the basket doesn't count. So it's just going to be a side court throw-in for Statham Academy after all that effort for Taylor Statham.
Statham up against Eusebio. Well-matched Statham, overshooting the basketball, but right there was Jonathan Guzman. Finally, a bucket.
Finally, Statham Academy showing signs of life. That was a long drought for Statham.
Coach, what was that, like 4 or 5 minutes, right? Ever since we started.
Yes, and for the other side, CSB scoring with impunity.
And everything just humming right now for CSB. All the off-ball movement, the shots, the quality that we've been seeing from them. I mean, if you're gonna grade them, I would say it's A+, right, Coach?
Yes, definitely.
Well, for Statham, they're having a hard time getting to their spots. They're not making their baskets. But at least when it comes to defense, they're right there. It's just that better offense beats good defense.
Yes, that's always the case.
It'll be interesting to see how this plays out till the final buzzer.
CSB having a hard time executing their inbound plays.
Finally, they're able to inbound the ball. Kobe with Ether on him. Moves to the right. His mid-range jump shot denied. He gives it back to Tony Eno for 3. Another one for the Blazers. They're shooting 49% from 3. 7 for 13 here.
Just when you thought they were finally going to miss a shot, the ball falls in.
There you go. That is a mid-range jumper by Travis DeVita.
Finally, Travis DeVita gets into the scoring column.
Still a 31-point lead. A lot of ground to cover for the black shirts. Eno receives the basketball. The last second pass to Ojula. He smokes the layup, but he wants an N1 bucket.
Great pin down action there for Tony Inot. Results in that pass to Eman
Ojula, yeah.
Ojula.
He's such a wide body, coach, that he's able to create space just by mere box out. It's a clear lane for him.
That was a good screen he set. That's why he got open.
And Ojula doesn't make the three-point play. That's no problem. It's 33-point lead for the Blazers. It's a matter of just building on this momentum and not letting up till the final buzzer. Statham still no points.
Still bothered, really bothered by the CSB defense, Taylor Statham.
Sanchez finding Ojula for the slam!
That's the vision exhibited by Justin Sanchez, no? And the unselfishness to find the open teammate cutting hard to the basket.
And let me build upon that. That is also the vision that Boss Frank wants to see from this Benilde team.
Visions of a championship for CSB.
Yeah, it all starts here in the Asiabasket. Guzman with the fake and the N1 bucket. Jonathan Guzman.
Great job there by Guzman, using his quickness to get past Eman Ojula.
So far, I would say, Coach F, that Jonathan Guzman is the one that's able to adjust pretty well so far in this game. Take a look here. The dunk of the game brought to you by Ban Mi Kitchen. Oh, Ban Mi Kitchen, Coach, one of my favorite subs to eat.
Pasample ka naman minsan.
maybe after this game, why not? Or maybe when the next day when they're open. I think they'll be close already by the time we're done here.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Guzman, they need a lot more from him, and hopefully Taylor could be able to see how to move on from here.
And also this guy, Isaac Davis. We haven't heard from him too much in this game.
Yes, Isaac Davis, one of the players that we talked about in the pregame, right?
Yes.
You see there that Benilde really did their homework against Statham Academy. This time it's Justin Sanchez with an aggressive drive. Although that shot was just too strong, bouncing off the rim, it goes back to the black shirts. We got 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. CSB is shooting 20 for 34 or 58%. But Statham Academy is at 27%.
Great play there by Statham Academy. Good job by Travis DeVita locating a wide open Ethan Chung underneath the basket.
It's one of the few times that Benilde got lost in the defensive coverages. That's Gab Cometa getting clipped as he went up for the mid-range. Gabriel Cometa rather, a transferee.
One of the three San Beda transferees on the roster, along with Justin Sanchez and Tony Inot.
Cometa makes the first.
Actually, among the three, he's the most unheralded. But in that last game, he announced his arrival.
Yeah, for sure.
For CSB.
He was really in his element during that game. He's more playing within the flow of the offense and really got it going till the end. Davis up against Sanchez. Sanchez was right there. Guzman with Liwag on him. Taylor faking out Eusebio. This time a step backs. 2 guys on him. Gives it to Guzman. And Guzman overpowers Sanchez. And with that, we got a timeout called by the CSB Blazers. Still up by an incredibly big margin. See you guys after this. Welcome back to the 2023 Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship, brought to you by CORSA Tires. This is the finals, a battle between the College of St. Benilde Blazers up against Statham Academy. And a while ago, you guys saw our promo for the concert tomorrow, and I would like to say how hyped I am for it. I'm from Quezon City. We are currently in Dasmariñas, Cavite. I bought tickets just to be in that concert because of the three main headliners with Nobita, Mayonnaise, and Al James.
And you can see here, Statham Academy trying to up the intensity of their defense with the full court pressure.
Yeah, it's a welcome change, Coach Jeff. Maybe they can build upon this and try to cut down this lead as we head to the half. Almost a near steal by Guzman. Enot gives it to Sanchez, his running mate. No good though. Eusebio was right there for the offensive board. Recovered by Divita. Chong. You can see there that Tony was diving for the basketball.
And Statham Academy showing signs of life here to end the second quarter.
Like, you gotta love that intensity brought by Tony, diving for the basketball, up by 29.
But you also gotta love the intensity of Ethan Chung.
For sure.
In evading everyone in his path, and then getting fouled in the process.
That looked like a cannonball heading towards him. And Chung makes the first free throw. Coach, would you agree with me that if you have a great free throw percentage or form, it usually translates to the three-point line?
Not every. That doesn't apply to everyone.
That doesn't apply to everyone. So it's a myth that when you're a good free throw shooter, you're a good.
You can be. It means you have a good form.
Oh. But not necessarily the case.
Yes, it doesn't apply to everyone.
See here, Sanchez guarded by Ethan Chung. In a way, they have the same build. Right, Coach? See here, Davis on Cometa right now. The ball handling duties for CSB. Eusebio gives it back to Matthew Oli with Divita on his grill. Cometa faking the three. Well defended by Statham Academy. Oli, a fling pass to Liwag. Great tap by the Black Shirts. Here they come. They have the numbers. Guzman with a drive. No good.
Guzman had Ethan Chung wide open in the corner in that play.
Oli tried to give it to Allen Liwag, but was kicked by Taylor Statham. And a minute and 16 remaining here in the second quarter. Still a huge lead for Benilde, but knowing your opponents, you cannot let up.
You gotta wonder if the substitution patterns of CSBs can wear down Statham Academy in the second half.
That's something that we will monitor for sure, considering that although these five guys right now have been on the floor considerably, with Tony Enot just being subbed out. Cometa, this time with Ethan on him. Justin Sanchez with a drive, the fake, and the bucket.
Justin Sanchez speed on full display in that play.
Sanchez showing us he's not just a jump shooter, he can also take it to the rim. Guzman, the most consistent guy right now for Statham Academy. No good though, after the turnaround jumper. This time, Ordonio!
Good decision by Kobe Ordonio with that pull-up shot. Reminiscent of Hector Calma.
That's a great comparison right there.
That's called the bus stop.
Great two-man action between Statham and Guzman.
Guzman, the lone bright spot for Statham Academy.
And Benilde here almost doubling the score of Statham Academy. Oli gives it back to Cometa. Sanchez at the post against Divita. Sanchez! Woo, that was a tough move.
Good pin down action there by Sanchez off that up screen from Cometa.
6 seconds remaining. A rare fast break opportunity.
A rare lapse in defense for College of St. Benilde.
Cometa with a last second heave. Good if it goes. No good. But the Benilde Blazers in an ideal spot heading to the second half. Up by 29.
You know, in the second half, the question remains to be asked if Statham Academy can keep up with the intensity of CSB.
Yeah, for sure. That's something that we're gonna monitor before we head to the half. And the Benilde Blazers, Coach F, they have done incredibly well in almost all statistical categories.
No doubt, they've conducted a clinic here in this first half.
Let's now turn it over to Enros Fernandez for a report.
I'm with Antonio Sebio of the Benilde Blazers. Now, the first half was really going well for the team. Ball movement was exceptional. The shootings were great. Now, where is this energy coming from?
Just from yesterday, I guess, from our slow start, we prepared pretty well for this game and came ready.
Now, Anton, your team is merely 30 minutes away from getting that first Asiabasket Championship, but what will it take to get a strong finish in the second half?
I think with our defense, we gotta do more. I know Statham will come even harder this next half, so I guess we'll just be more prepared for the second half.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that. Now, back to the panel.
Thank you so much for that, Ross. And let's take a look at some of the first half highlights, or rather the second quarter, more specifically. See there a block by Ujula, the few drives, actually one of the few post-ups of Taylor Statham getting stuff right there. One of the lone bright spots, Ethan Chung from downtown, but Benilde Blazers ending the first half with 7 3-pointers, and Gab Cometa once again picking off from where he left from the previous game.
CSB just shooting well from the outside. Their field goal percentage is 58%, and their 3 points is at 46.
At the end of the first half, 62 for CSB, 33 for Statham Academy.
You're now watching the CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship, and as you can see right on our Jumbotron screen, our stunt actors using our CORSA tires. If you want to see more action, not just basketball, but also motorcycle action, you can check out the venue outside for cool stunts and exceptional moves. Now, speaking of the CORSA Tires, I'm joined today by the COO of the CORSA Tires, Mr. Andrew Lim. Sir Andrew, thank you so much for gracing the show. Now, the CORSA Tires has been supporting the Asiabasket Philbasket as a participating team. Now, this is the first time that the CORSA Tires is an official partner. What is the reason behind this tremendous support?
Actually, my dad is an avid fan of basketball, so he has been playing the sports until he was 55. He actually only stopped playing when he got an injury, so he would still be playing if he could. Let's just say that now he's still a bit too fat to play, but he still loves the game. So he was actually the one who told me that we should participate in marketing our brand in basketball because it's still the sport that the Filipinos love.
Wow, that's a wonderful story to tell. And now, is there anything that we should be looking forward to in this partnership, specifically from the CORSA Tires?
Well, we're only fairly new in the market, so we only started in 2019. But soon, hopefully, we could market our product throughout the whole of the Philippines. With the help of Asiabasket and Mr. Jai Reyes, thank you very much for having us. I really hope that with our partnership, we will be able to promote good sportsmanship through basketball, and through this platform, we're able to showcase our product as well.
Once again, thank you so much, Sir Andrew, for gracing the show. We hope you enjoy the game. And in just a few moments, we will be interviewing someone from the Statham Academy to let us know some updates of what happened in the dugout entering the second half. As promised, I am with the assistant coach of the Statham Academy, Coach Gertrude Zapata. Coach, I think everybody's wondering, what was the energy like in the dugout after that tremendous trailing behind in the first half?
Yeah, especially we need to keep our composure. Especially Tay always told us, even all of our players to stay in composure. We need to stay in focus. That's our game plan. It doesn't matter if the energy comes out. I know the Filipino fans are all of the fans here, like they are cheering for the Benilde actually, but we need to stay focused. We need to stay our energy, and we need to rebuild ourselves for us to be able to win this.
Now, Coach, coming into the second half, what has to change in order to get that championship?
I think we need to change, especially our focus. That's our main goal here. The composure, staying there. don't get rid out of control with everybody. Just, in the end of the day, we just, trying to win this and let the world know that we are the team to beat here by our composure and focus. That's our main goal here. Stay focused, stay calm, stay on our composure, and play all along then.
Thank you very much, Coach, and we're looking forward to the Statham Academy of the second half. Back to the panel.
All right, so take a look here one more time at the first half of what happened. 62 for the CSB Blazers, 33 for Statham Academy. And again, Coach F, we were talking about that this was overwhelming for on the side of Benilde onto Statham.
CSB showing their dominance on both the offensive and the defensive end in this game so far. A large factor is them starting out hot, especially from three-point land. No? Although, as we can see here, Ethan Chung had one three-point shot of his own. But a big factor here is the cohesiveness of the CSB juggernaut in the first half. And also the athleticism of the CSB bigs. As we see here in the halftime stats, field goal percentage, 14 for 43. That's 58% for 23 for 39 rather. That's 58% for Benilde. And also it's a three-point field goal, 7 out of 15. That's a blistering 46%. Then rebounds, this is a telling factor, 32 over 14 for Statham Academy. And showcasing their teamwork itong CSB with 16 assists. 4 coming from Gab Coneta and 2 others with 2 assists.
Coach, with the way we've been seeing the rebounds, it looks like Benilde, looks like they're undersized with the way that they're doing gang rebounding, right? But that's how we remember it.
Oh.
Hence the big advantage.
Yeah, but we see here our game leaders. Ethan Chung, my favorite player sa Statham Academy with 12 points leading the way, providing a bit of hope for the Statham. And then Ujula with 6 rebounds. Taylor Statham, 0 points but 5 assists. And then Ujula again with 2 blocks for College of St. Benilde.
For those monitoring the game, yes, Taylor Statham has no points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. Let's see how he's going to do here in the second half. Once again, our official partner is CORSA Tires for the 2023 Asia Basketball Championship in Dasmariñas. And you can watch us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Tap Sports, and of course, on Blast TV app. Second half action has now commenced with the Blazers still up by 29. Let's see what they do here. They can add on to their lead and put the pedal in the middle.
That's a good start for Statham Academy. Their defense to start the second half really stymied the offensive play of St. Benilde.
A great stop there by Statham Academy, getting a stop on the other end with Devita giving it to Chung. Guzman out in the perimeter, gives it to Taylor. Statham with Ujula and Sanchez on him. Great recognition, finding Guzman rolling to the rim.
Great find there by Taylor Statham, using the Guzman screen, then hitting the roll man for the deuce.
Sanchez gives to Eusebio. Great ball movement for CSB. Another 3 from downtown.
Tony Enoch continuing where he left off in the first half, now has 3 out of 4 from three-point range.
Here comes Statham. Let's see how they answer back. Taylor up against Sanchez. Gives away to Travis Devita. Short on the bucket from 3. Another one for Travis. There you go. Finally a 3 ball for Statham.
Although Taylor Statham hasn't been scoring, he's been a factor in the 2 offensive possessions of Statham Academy so far, assisting in both of them.
Eusebio from downtown hits the backer. Look at Tony Enoch climbing up the building, getting the board and the bucket plus the bonus.
Tony Enoch getting past the boxing out tactics of Ethan Chung for that offensive rebound and the follow-up.
Coach F, it looked like he got the ball over the head of Ujula.
Way up. No, he got way up for that one.
I thought that Emma already had it, but Tony Enoch just wanted to snatch it away. Getting aside, missing the first free throw, or rather the only free throw. Great fast break bucket for Statham Academy, down by 27.
CSB falling asleep in that situation, and Ethan Chung taking advantage with the deuce.
See here, Ian Torres gives it to Tony Enoch. Eusebio looking for a friend to pass to. Sanchez with Devita on him. Gets trapped, drives, And a referee says here that he's stepping out of bounds.
Justin Sanchez tried to force the issue in that play.
Jonathan Guzman with the basketball, pulling up for three. There you go. Bang, bang for Statham Academy.
Guzman showing some range in that play, hitting from deep.
Statham Academy showing signs of life here in the third. Although it's a bit early, let's see if they can build upon it. Sanchez. See there, a foul called on the defense.
Taylor Statham's very, very frustrated with that call by the referee.
And he said, what am I supposed to do? That is Taylor's second team foul. Well, second foul, rather. Second team foul for Statham Academy. Enot off the screen. Switched to Vita. Goes right, aggressive driver, Tony Enot. But Eman Ojula was right there to pick up the mess. Jonathan Guzman out hustling everybody for the board.
Great recovery there by the Statham defense.
That is a first team foul for Benilde. Third foul. First team foul on Benilde, yeah.
But did you see the athleticism of Tony Enot in that play? Blowing past every defender, he just missed the layup. But that was a great penetration by Tony Enot.
Tony Enot's gonna be a great player one day, for sure. Taylor had to fake it out. Ethan Chung gets denied. Ether from downtown, off to the right, and it goes back to the white shirts. Still a 24-point lead for Benilde.
I'm surprised that Ether started the second half in place of Isaac Davis.
It's more of they really had to try anything, Coach. I mean, after that horrible first half.
Yeah, but Isaac Davis has been ineffective in the first half.
Yeah, unfortunately. This time, Torres!
Torres getting away from Ether in that play for the layup.
And no one dared to contest him.
Well, they tried, but he was too fast.
A lot of the guards are from CSB. Taylor Statham driving. Takes it out to Ether. Ethan Chung from downtown. No good. Rebounded by Anton.
Taylor Statham really bothered by the speed of the CSB defenders.
It doesn't matter if it's a guard or a wing switch onto him, or even a center like Ojula. Everybody can match up with his quickness. Enot faking out his defender. This time, Tony! The up and under, no good, but of course, Eman Ojula to picking up the mess.
Couple of misses from Tony Enot there, but that one, Ojula was there to clean up the mess.
Chung, last second pass. Ether attacking the defense of Ojula, but Ojula brings him back to the friend zone after that block.
Ether thought he had a clear line to the basket, but Ojula was there for the block.
Impeccable timing on Eman Ojula. Waiting for the apex of that shot and blocking it cleanly.
And the sum into the ball game for Statham Academy.
Devita from downtown, no good. Well defended by Eusebio. Blazers have the numbers. Enot with the punches. Almost blocking that from behind, but a referee says here is a call.
That was actually a pass by Tony Enot.
Oh, it looked
to Anton Eusebio. But now he's arguing that he's claiming that he went for a shot to get 2 free throws.
I mean, of course, you want those 2 freebies. Tony Enot right now has 15 points and 5 rebounds in this ball game in 15 minutes. Really efficient numbers for the guard.
Tony Enot able to convince the referees that that was a shot. But that was actually a pass.
Ball don't lie, though. the first free throw.
There you go. Ball don't lie.
Rimming out. Gets another shot here. Statham Academy, 3 team fouls. Benilde, 1 team foul only.
He's probably going to make a good lawyer one day.
That's a good second job for Tony Enot. All right, Taylor Statham, still no points to his name. He's in the middle of his worst career game here in the Asiabasket. We know what he can do, but so far he's been shut down by this Benilde team.
And Statham Academy bigs providing a bit of a spark for the team here in the second half.
32-45, still a 27-point lead. Now Allen Liwag, now inside the court. Enot off a screen once again. Step back, sit back. To Torres from downtown, no good. Statham with a strong board. Here comes Taylor. The drive, still no good. Bothered by the length of Liwag, Nobita. They're swinging the ball around. Statham from downtown. Still no buckets for Statham. And see there, they need to cap off the horrible possession. I think Dasom with that wild pass.
Unfortunate situation there. Unfortunate bad pass by Dasom because he had Taylor Statham wide open there.
That move of the game brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires. Devin Funches with that layup. Taylor Statham, the captain of Statham Academy, 0 for 12 from the field. 0 for 4 from 3, 0 for 8 from the two-point area. Something has to change here. Let's see when it comes. Funches switched on to Torres. Torres showing us his bag. Torres! No good.
Great job there by Funches staying in front of the much speedier Torres.
Although Coach F, Funches is also a quick guy for his size.
Definitely. There we go with that fake shot again by Isaac Davis.
I would have converted to an alley-oop. Liwag asking for the basketball. He has the advantage over Nobita, but it wasn't passed to him. Back to Eusebio.
That mismatch over there, but it's okay. Says Anthony Eusebio, I got you.
All nylon, but Antonio Eusebio, 30-point lead now for the Blazers.
CSB still hot from three-point land here in the second half.
They've been consistent from the opening tip. Funches from downtown raises the front rim. Davis this time. His shot is a bit flat so far, Coach F.
Yeah, it's actually that's not one of his stronger suits.
Yeah.
His strong suit is more facilitating for his team and his fancy passes.
See here the depth of the Blazers. Full effect. It's now Jomel Ancheta manning the point guard duties right now for the white shirts. Eusebio, another one from downtown. Hits the back rim, but Anton gets his own miss, gives it back to Tony Enot for 3. Bang, bang from downtown.
That's the fourth three-point shot by Tony Enot. Bad job there by Funches in boxing out St. Benilde after that shot and missed.
Amazing to see the evolution of Tony Enot. Now a knockdown shooter as well. Guzman. No other choice but to hoist up that shot. No good. Benilde with their biggest lead ever in this game, up by 33. When it looked like Statham Academy was about to cut the lead, the Blazers just come roaring right back. Great D by Jonathan Guzman.
Good challenge there by Jonathan Guzman. That would have been an easy 2 for Allen Liwag.
Good at defense by Jomel Ancheta.
But Isaac Davis really having a hard time bringing the ball up against the quicker guards of St. Benilde.
See here the CORSA Motorcycle Tires. 3-point shot of the game. Tony Enot. I think with 3-pointers.
Yes, he has 4.
Oh, 4
yeah,
after
4.
that one. Guzman against Eusebio. It's a mismatch and Guzman easily gets to the rim. 31-point lead for Statham Academy. Ancheta calls the play. The last second pass to Allen Liwag over the outstretched arms of Funches. Here comes Statham Academy. Funches driving. The spin move by Funches. Last minute pass to Taylor. Still no bucket. 0 for 13 for Statham. This is the worst game so far for Taylor by far in all of the games that he has played in the Asiabasket.
Probably in his entire career.
His entire career for sure. Enot kicks it to Ancheta, mid-range jumper over Jonathan Guzman. What a tough bucket for Jomel.
And it's coming from everywhere for CSB.
The Statham Academy is in the middle of a storm and still no good, but this could be the first 2 points of Taylor Statham.
Did he score in the first half from free throws?
No, Taylor still has 0 points.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably going to remember this game for the rest of his life.
For sure, I mean, you're arguably the #1 player right now with regards to the statistical points. But the Blazers have really prepared well for Taylor Statham.
Taylor Statham, no answer for the speed of his defenders so far.
And finally, hopefully, that made bucket could change things for him.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, you just need to see it enter once. 2 for 2 at the line. Statham now has 2 points to his name. After 3. Ancheta to Sanchez. Back to Jomel. Justin has the basketball. At the left side. Gives it back to his point guard. Ancheta taking Davis. But Ancheta with a turnover. Ethan Chung against Kobe Ordonio. Ethan Chung with a wild lefty. You can see that he was definitely mad after that possession.
Visibly frustrated after that miss.
For sure.
Ethan Chung.
Great patience on the side of Benilde. Making the best possible shot. Last second pass. Great swing the ball around. Ancheta for 3! All nylon! Another bucket from downtown for the Blazers.
I thought that was going to be partially deflected by Jonathan Guzman.
It looked like it for a while. And there you go, Austin Galupo. I wouldn't say it was a silencer, but
far from it.
Far from it, but some sense of relief, for lack of a better term.
More like an apt reply.
Yeah.
Austin Galupo.
It's like a reply that you've been waiting for hours. Ancheta against Davis. Ancheta showing us his bag. Davis with great individual defense. And there you go. He got buttered by Davis right there.
Great defense by Isaac Davis there. Not falling for the double crossovers by Ancheta.
One of the many three-point shot of the game for Benilde, brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires, dominating the streets. Statham to Guzman, this time from the corner. No good. Great job by Ordonio to tap the basketball. They have 15 seconds here, and you can see that Coach Raiko is signaling his guys.
CSB now shooting 11 for 22 from three-point range. That's 50%.
It's an incredible clip. Matthew Oli from downtown. No good. Sanchez was right there. There's still enough time, but he got blocked by Taylor Statham. But at the end of 3, 83 for the CSB Blazers up against the 52 only of Statham Academy.
Great defensive stand there by Statham Academy to end the quarter.
And with that, it's been an incredible quarter, for all quarters rather, for Benilde. Let's take a look at some of the highlights in the third quarter, Coach F.
But still the same story for in the second half for CSB. They're still waxing hot from three-point range. Their defense is still giving the Statham Academy players, especially Taylor Statham, trouble, as Taylor Statham only has 2 points, and those came from the free throw line.
And even though that they're up by a huge margin, they're still fighting like they're down. At the end of 3, 83 for Benilde, 52 for Statham Academy. You're watching the 2023 CORSA Tires Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship, the finals between the College St. Benilde up against Statham Academy. Benilde Blazers up by 31. Oh, wow! What a way to wake up their team. Great alley-oop.
And if Statham Academy wants to have a more respectable finish for this game, they have to start making buckets now.
Let's see if they get hyped from there. And Statham, aggressive defense of Justin Sanchez. Ancheta with Guzman on him. Let's see what he does here. Gives it back to Justin from down. No good. Liwag right there. And he gets called for a foul.
Austin Galupo asking for a jump ball in that situation.
The dunk of the game is brought to you by Banmi Kitchen. An alley-oop Galupo to Guzman. That definitely woke us up, for sure. It's the first play of the fourth quarter.
Galupo to Guzman. That's like a GG connection, no?
The GG connection.
And not Galunggong.
No good on that first free throw by Alan Liwag. So for Liwag, a 6 points, 6 rebounds in 17 minutes of action. 0 for 2 at the line. Rebound by Guzman. Guzman bringing down the basketball. Going headstrong to the basket, but get hacked right there by Liwag.
And Jonathan Guzman keeping Statham Academy in the game with his inside forays to the basket.
You see Jonathan Guzman has been, I would say, Coach Chef, the most consistent guy right now for Statham Academy from the opening buzzer.
Yes, because he's the only big they have that has the skill and the speed to match up with CSB players.
It's the modern big right there. It's a 6'8" guy, as you see on your screens right now. Let's give it to Enros Fernandez for her report.
All along, Statham Academy is expected to reach the championship. However, they cannot deny going against a well-coached team. On a lighter note, Taylor Statham is joined by his fiancée and kids, to which he gave a special shout-out to his 3-year-old son, who has been taking the same steps as his father. Participating as an international team, the Asiabasket, the Statham Academy will continue to go around the Philippines to hold basketball camps for aspiring basketball players. Nico, Coach F.
Thanks for that, Enros. And we just gotta love the vision of Statham Academy, right, Coach F?
No matter what happens in this game, Taylor Statham is going to be a hero to many. Especially the kids whose lives they've touched, the players he's developed.
But you can definitely see he's been bothered here by the great team defense, individual defense of the CSB Blazers. Davis had to pick up his dribble, gives it to Austin. Galupo from downtown. In line and all net for Austin Galupo.
Tough shot there by Austin Galupo over the outstretched arms of Matthew Oli.
26-point lead. That's still mathematically possible with 8 minutes and 22 remaining.
Yeah, although Statham Academy was overwhelmed, as you like to call it, in this game, there seems to be no quit in them.
Oh, but of course, these Benilde guys are not letting up as well.
Toby Ordonio. That's the second alley-oop jam for Jonathan Guzman this quarter.
This time Davis to Guzman. DG this time. Ordonio going around Taylor Statham. Liwag, top of the key. Fakes out the handoff and ends it with a slam.
Liwag throwing down one of his own in retaliation for Jonathan Guzman's alley earlier.
Statham, there you go, finally the first 3-pointer for Taylor Statham.
Taylor Statham starting off his field goal scoring in style with a 4-point play opportunity.
He is 1 for 15 after that bucket.
I'm sure he'll take that.
Take a look here. The dunk of the game brought to you by Banmi Kitchen. This time, now Alan Liwag, the center of attention for everybody right now watching on Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, the Blast TV app.
Statham and Taylor Statham has come alive here in the fourth quarter with 6 points.
Although they're down by 25, we need to see more from Taylor Statham and the rest of his guys if they want to come back from the biggest deficit in this tournament. Ujula, too strong for Statham.
Powering his way through Taylor Statham's defense is Ojula.
Ojula's game also has grown a lot ever since playing in the UAAP.
And he's provided steady veteran leadership for this young St. Benilde team. Not too flashy, very, very solid player, knows his spots.
Definitely knows his spots. And just, he's a soft touch as well, Coach Chef.
Yeah, for a big body, he has a soft touch around the basket.
Davis with Cometa on him. Let's see what he does here. Goes to the right, he got strapped, gives it to Guzman for the mid-range jumper. No good. Rebounded by Chung. but Sanchez was right there to block the ball. Here comes Kobe, finding Matthew Ollie gliding to the rim. Great sequence for the Benilde Blazers, which prompts a timeout from Statham Academy. You're fans of the game, brought to you by CORSA Motorcycle Tires, and everybody here, despite the blowout, sure really happy with what they're seeing with so much highlights, right, Coach F?
Oh yeah, pero everyone seems shocked by what's happening on the court right now.
Yeah, for sure everybody's shocked with the kind of decimation that
There
Benilde.
There you go. Show some action.
See there, everybody. And for those who have bought concert tickets, they're eligible for the concert tomorrow. Headlined by Al James. He's joined by Nobita and Mayonnaise. Just check out Ticket Melon for available tickets.
And those who bought tickets for today, no?
Meron na. I mean for the
concert.
For the concert. Yeah, for those who are present here, your ticket is good for tomorrow.
You can see Nico sing tomorrow at the concert.
Let's see whatever's left from my voice after today. Funches with a screen. Ether to Devin. I don't think...
Funches thought Ether was going to cut to the basket.
Funches fumbled that one. Cometa gives it back to Eman. Gives it back to Gab. Utilizing the screen. Now Funches on him. A lot of off-ball movement for the Blazers here. Cometa was left wide open. I think there was a miscommunication right there. You can see there that Taylor was telling Davis right there that
screening actions by the CSB Blazers are providing giving Statham Academy players a hard time catching up with their own men.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the kind of problems that this Benilde team can give you. Davis, mid-range jumper, no good. And Davis has been ice cold as well.
Still no basket for Davis in this game.
0 points, a rebound, and 2 assists. And you can see that Tony Eno is about to check in for the Blazers. Great flare screen. Matthew Ollie short on that mid-range jumper. Recovered by De Vita.
Matthew a little bit surprised. He didn't think he would be that open. That's why he pulled up for that floater.
I think he was expecting somebody to go right at him.
Yeah, he had a straight line to the basket.
Davis once again for the midi, still no good. I mean, that's his shot. We've been seeing that from previous games.
Yeah, that's his favorite shot. Medium range pull-up.
It's not the day of Statham Academy right now, as we have 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining here in this matchup. The finals inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite. See there a battle between Taylor Statham and Emmanuel Julia, and you can see here that Statham is frustrated. Or rather,
what's the call here? This is an illegal screen.
Okay, there you go. I mean, something going well for Statham Academy. They got a favorable call there. We resume action with Guzman bringing down the basketball. 5 minutes remaining. And coach, what should Statham do here to make it a closer ball game?
Well, they should first make shots like that. The medium range shot is open for Statham Academy. They just haven't been able to take advantage.
We wish we could have seen more of that two-man action between Davis and Statham. As we just saw it like right now. Cometa with Guzman on him. Now switch on to Funches. Enot blowing by Taylor Statham. Tony Enot fresh from the bench.
The athleticism of Tony Enot in full display in that move to the basket. This kid reminds me a lot of Bong Alvarez. I've been trying to put a finger on it, which former PBA player he reminds me of.
See there, a bully ball for Taylor Statham.
Almost the same height, same build, same leaping ability.
Coach, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
But of course, Tony Enot, I think, has a better outside shot than Paul Alvarez.
Yeah, of course, Tony Enot definitely is a one-of-one, a player that the Benilde Blazers Can't wait to have on the floor for NCAA. You know that's really an off day when Taylor Statham misses his free throws.
He was hounded all game by the CSB big men.
You know, it's really tight. He gets his own miss, and well, at least he still gets 2 points. His second field goal, coach.
He's trying to get his points. And maybe before the end of this game, we'll get in double digits.
So I think there was a grab there. With Guzman, you can see there that Ojula is enjoying the physicality right now.
So just some competitive banter between the two.
Yeah,
Ojula pointing at the scoreboard.
You gotta love the fight between Ojula and Guzman. Well, Benilde up 27 against Statham Academy. Timeout on the floor. We're back here inside the Dasmariñas Arena in Dasmariñas, Cavite with the Blazers up 94-67 in the finals. And the Blazers really battling against the Statham Academy. And once again, I'm losing words from the dictionary on how to describe this kind of play that they're showing.
Sneaky pass there by Tony Ino. Him pulling out the goggles after that pass.
Man, you can just be excited for the Blazers for season 100, especially for the fans, the alumni. But a 3 there by Etter. Temporarily silencing the crowd.
Breathing life.
Some breathing life here with 3 minutes and 20. If you're Statham, I think your goal right now is to just bring down the lead to below 20. But if guys like Kobe or Donio are shooting like that, might as well call night-night on Statham Academy.
Kobe Ordonio is still 100% from 3-point range this game.
Can we check, Coach? Then no wonder you see that Kobe Ordonio is really celebrating. He has not missed in this game.
He's 3 for 3 from 3-point range.
I think, Coach, you could say he's already 4 for 4 after?
4 for 4, rather.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. 4 for 4. Because he hit one earlier.
And Coach Raiko pulled out Kobe Ordonio already, was celebrating in the bench.
Trying to preserve his 100% shooting.
I think they're saying, save that for next season. Austin Galupa right there, missing the second free throw.
If I were Kobe Ordonio, I'd drop my hands in cling wrap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Until their next game.
You gotta preserve those hands. You see here, Edson Serrano, number 33, first time to check in this game.
Some floor
Tony gets trapped. Edson Serrano with the offensive board. But that's a 24-second violation called on the Blazers.
That's a good way to make his presence felt by Serrano.
I mean, Coach, if you look at the statistics here, everything is pointing towards the white side.
I'm trying to see if there's a statistical advantage for Statham.
I mean, points of turnovers, they have more than Benilde, but that's pretty much it. Maybe the steals as well, 42, but it doesn't really change, like move the needle that we're seeing on the floor right now. This is a massacre.
Yeah, definitely. No, turnovers, they have less turnovers than CSB. They only have, I think, 4.
I mean, if you made us guess, everybody watching, if this is how we imagined the game turning out to be, this is not the way we imagined it to be.
This is not the game you were expecting. You were expecting a much tighter contest between these two teams.
I think this is the most unlikely scenario that we could have thought of before the opening tip. But you know, that's basketball. They see there, Austin Galupo, all right.
Austin Galupo doing a Steph Curry there in that game, that play.
You gotta love that. The last 2 minutes brought to you by Grab Kitchen, my go-to app, and our go-to app as well for our quick munchies.
Austin Galupo was running down court after he shot, even before he knew he was going in.
Some of the few bright spots that we'll see. But Tony Enon, it's like a magician right there on the court. Once more for Galupo, another three. He turned around once again. 22-point lead. We could, man, I wish we could have seen this earlier in this game.
Maybe a case of too late the hero for Austin Galupo. But still, he's making his presence felt in this game.
You see there that Austin Galupo still really hyped. That is what we love about players like him.
This kid's a fighter.
We love fighters here. He's doing it himself to make the score more respectable. Angelo Vanguardia right there. And another foul, this time on Isaac Etter.
And even if they lose this game, Galupo's probably going to say, we never lost that game, we just ran out of time.
Yeah, we just ran out of time.
That's the attitude you want from your players.
You can see here that Galupo is trying to hype his teammates. You can see that he's really fighting, but with the time remaining, you just wish we could have seen it earlier.
That's the only thing you can do with a lead like this. Just keep plugging away. Try to make it more respectable.
You can see here, Ike Lim about to check in for the Blazers.
Yeah, and that roar you heard in the background was from the St. Benilde bench, celebrating with the entrance of one of their lesser used players.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've seen Ike Lim being used, but better late than never. Galupo once again.
Heat check for Austin Galupo, that was too far.
Now that's a heat check, coach.
Yeah.
See here, Gab Cometa holding the basketball. You know that the Blazers are 53 seconds away from the championship. Liwag with a three, hits the back rim, but you know that Alan Liwag has that in his bag. That's not a random shot. Ike Lim finding Cometa. No one there to contest his shot. Almost in, halfway. Statham finding Jonathan Guzman. And the slam for Jonathan Guzman.
Third slam for Jonathan Guzman in this game.
28 seconds remaining here. Great pass to Edson Serrano from Liwag. Liwag still.
Serrano got hit in the head there, that play.
But play goes on. As you see here, Isaac Etter from downtown. It's like off from an Ed One mixtape.
Yeah, Etter coming to life here in the second half, but too little, too late for Statham.
The shot by Ike Lim, no good. You can see that the bench wanted him to get those 2 points. And the Benilde Blazers are the champions of the 2023 Asiabasket Dasmariñas. Incredible fight from the Blazers. And they were, at the end of it all, they're undefeated, winning with a score of 105-84 against Statham Academy.
The CSB Blazers stamping their class from start to finish in this championship game. Started off by their defense. Taylor Statham unable to get going in this game.
You see here some of the highlights throughout this whole ball game, the finals. I mean, it was a decimation, a massacre, every word in the dictionary for the Blazers. But you gotta give it to Statham Academy from the US who traveled all the way here and give everybody a great games throughout this whole tournament.
Anytime a team shoots 53% from the field and almost 50% from three-point range, it's going to be a hard battle to win for the opposing team.
We see here Austin Galupo some rainbow threes. But the Blazers, again, we were talking about it, Coach F. You said it a lot of times. Whenever you shoot 13 for 30, 13 three-pointers made, and it's going to be hard to come back. When we come back, Andros will be with our best player of the awarding ceremony.
Kasama ko ngayon ang ating best player of the game from the champions, Tony Inot ng Benilde Blazers. Tony, you've been running this tournament with 7 winning streaks. Paano kayo naging consistent? Saan nanggaling yung energy na yun?
Siguro sa mga teammates ko kasi una pa lang pinagandaan talaga namin tong league na to kasi yun nga, kailangan din, gusto din namin mag-champion kasi di ko para naranasan mag-champion eh, kaya yun.
Now, Tony, this is not the first time that you got a POG title. Ano ba yung signature Tony Inot style na nagpapatulong sa team niya palagi?
Siguro yung yung energy ko sa team kasi doon talaga binibigay ko sa team lalo na sa mga teammates ko pag ano na siguro kami like tambak kailangan namin i-boost namin yung best namin para manalo.
Now, may mga nais ka bang gustong batiin lalo na ngayon ikaw ay isang champion?
Una-una, salamat sa Panginoon and sa mga sumuporta sa amin. Si SB Community, kay Boss Frank andyan, sa Boss Jarvis, kay Boss Bong, sa Team Davao. May games lang ngayon, sana manalo kayo. Kay Coach Manu, mga assistant coach la Coach Noli, Coach Andy, Coach Bill, Coach Onel, and sa mama at papa ko, sa mga kapatid ko. Salamat sa suporta. Salamat, God.
Once again, Tony Inot, your best player of the game, brought to you by CORSA Tires, Dominate the Streets. Now let me turn you over to Amira. Amira?
Two phenomenal teams went head-to-head on the court today, and naturally, only one came out victorious, but of course, not without a good fight. Showing grit and giving our champions the battle of the lifetime is our second placers, Statham Academy. May we also call on Mr. Jai Reyes to help award our second placers. Members of Statham, Isaac Eder, Isaac Davis, Alex Austin, Jonathan Guzman, Travis DeVita, Devin Funches, Apesitian Lane, Kevin Dasom, Luke Pinasula, Ethan Chung, David Joshua Webb, Austin Galupo, and Taylor Statham, accompanied by their head coach, Phil Roman, and assistant coach, Gertrude Zapata. Congratulations once again, Statham Academy, and of course, the champions coming out of this league unscathed, the Benilde Blazers! The members of Benilde Blazers, Matthew Ollie, Ike Lim, Jerry Cañete, Emma Nojula, Ian Torres, Jomel Ancheta, Justin Sanchez, Angelo Vanguardia, Kobe Ordonio, Edson Serrano, Alan Liwag, Tony Inot, Irel Galas, Gabriel Cometa, and Antonio Sebio, as well as their head coach, Raiko Toroman, and the rest of their coaching staff, Charles Chu, Paulo Layog, Marvin Bienvenida, Carlo Tan, Gabi Severino, Jose Carlos Collar, and Ren Noriega. Congratulations once again to the Benilde Blazers. And now I will be awarding the Asiabasket Dasmariñas Tournament Best Coach, and he is none other than Coach Raiko Toroman. Coach Raiko, may we please have a few words with you? Please share a few words about this incredible feat of being best coach and having the champions right now.
I'm very happy with our performance, all the tournament. It's not just today. That's the first time that I was with the team, and that's a group of very talented players, and in front of them is a great future. It's a big success that we won in this competition, and of course they will get a lot of confidence because of that.
Thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations. And right now, we will also be awarding the Asiabasket Dasmariñas Tournament MVP. He had 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And our tournament MVP is Tony Inat. Congratulations, Tony. Tony, congratulations. Can you please share the emotions of achieving this incredible feat, especially before competing in your mother league next season?
Ito, madadala namin to sa next season, season 100. Kasi kailangan din namin ipakita next season na kaya namin mag-champion.
Congratulations once again, Tony Inat and the Benilde Blazers. And this has been the 2023 CORSA Asiabasket Dasmariñas Championship. Now I'm giving you back to the panel.
Well, once again, the champions are the Benilde Blazers. Congratulations to them, and it's much deserved, right, Coach F?
Well, very much, no? Especially yung